Going into the season with all the wins we had been taking, it feels like we've already won the game. Especially when the whole season and the whole 4 years of high school have been leading to that. I've been playing since I was 5, so about 15 years now.
I started playing, I think, in 5th grade, but I didn't know a whole lot about it until I started playing.
I've probably known the players that I played with probably for over a decade. I always went to school with them, and I've been playing with them for pretty much that whole time too.
Obviously, going into the season, it was my senior year, so it's supposed to be the peak of what we're able to do in high school, and I thought we could do pretty well.
They were a lot better than years before, and that was probably the first year that I started watching them. Didn't really care before that.
Every game we were just playing really hard and playing well.
I would say that we expected to win the district final.
Yeah, I think the game against Ravenna, the district semifinal, it was a tough game and we weren't playing the best.
We entered the game doing really well, and unfortunately we came out a little flat-footed during the first half, and we were down going into halftime.
At halftime, we were losing 1-0, and like I said, we were playing really, really bad at that time, and our head coach, he came over to us and he was pretty upset, and he slams his clipboard down, and then our assistant coach came and gave a decent halftime speech. He really just said, "You guys know that you can do better than this. Do better than this," and it worked. It worked out.
I mostly remember him being very calm. I think that was a good direction for the team and what we needed to do in the second half. We were obviously better, and we knew we were. We just needed to relax and play to the level that we were capable of.
Kind of got us back in the mood to start playing for the game that we should be winning. The moment we won that game, it was a surreal moment because none of us had ever been to a district final before. To overcome such a good opponent like Ravenna was a huge accomplishment for us, and it really gave us the belief that we could go and win the district title. At that district final, honestly, I think we were all really confident that we were going to win. We had such a good season. We were playing really well at the moment, and we had a good week of practice before.
The district finals had a lot more pressure on it than games before.
Leading up to the game, it was a lot of pressure, but then once the whistle blows to start the game, all that goes away, and you're just playing the game you love.
Before every competition, there's some nerves, but I was feeling confident that we could win.
The game was very exciting. There was moments that each team was getting very close to scoring.
It was a really even match. Throughout the game, it was just a good belief that we could still win. We fought really hard, we had a lot of good moments, and we had just tied the game up. It was 1-1, and then, a play that our goalie should be making, and a play that he has made before, and he just kind of, he just makes a lapse in judgment.
That's definitely the point where we started losing. When you're losing towards the end of the game, there's really no point to sit back. You have to be desperate. When you're desperate, you pull everyone up and you put them on the attacking half of the field, and you just try by whatever means necessary to get a goal. Unfortunately, desperation does leave you vulnerable in certain situations, and it did lead to our the final goal getting scored on us.
Muskegon Oak Ridge beat us 3-1.
It wasn't the best game we had ever played. There were a few plays that didn't go our way. We didn't play to our best ability, and we ended up losing in the end.
I don't think there's ever a place in soccer or in sports to where you can blame one specific player or one play.
You also can't blame the outcome on a few obvious mistakes. It's a whole chain of mistakes.
At the end of the game, we all just kind of collectively made our way slowly to the bench, waiting waiting for our coach to say something, really. Just kind of trying to deal with what just happened, trying to process it all.
I cried with the rest of my team.
After Tri-County lost the game, a lot of people were crying. I didn't really understand why, but then as I looked at my brother, it got pretty sad. I looked up to my brother a lot for soccer because I also played soccer, and so when they lost, I was kind of sad.
To lose the way we did, it was hard to believe in the moment.
It's hard to walk away from any large loss feeling happy. We obviously lost to a good team, but that doesn't make it any easier to take in the moment.
I graduated, I started coaching at Tri-County, the same team that I played for.
I was watching the 2021 season mostly because my younger brother was still on the team.
You know, it was the same thing. A lot of the same players. They were playing really, really well throughout the season, playing good schools, big schools. We all expected big things from them.
I mean, I wanted to see the team succeed where we had failed.
The Tri-County district final game was very tense.
It was a lot of back and forth for a long time. It went into overtime where they were tied again after overtime, so it went to a penalty shootout.
During the penalty shootout, the crowd was pretty quiet.
I was a little nervous. I had confidence in our goalie though.
I had all the belief in the world that they were going to win that game.
Tri-County won the district final in 2021. After they won in 2021, I noticed that Jacob and Brian were happy for the team, but also kind of disappointed that, that they could have done that.
I was maybe a little jealous. I mean, that was something that I worked really hard for and was not able to get. But I was also happy for my brother and the rest of the team that I played with that they were able to win.
It was really in the moment when they won that district title. You know, even if it was a moment that I never got to have, I was probably their biggest fan in the whole world. I was so happy for them.
I learned I could feel happiness through other people. You know, it didn't mean that I had to succeed. Also, is hitting this ball going to do anything?
Why am I going to start crying?
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that one.
I say we call it a day. Myself.
That's Brian. So loud.
What are you talking about? Oh, no, I had no idea what you were talking about.
What? It's not that.
I get that. I just don't understand what that had to do with what we were talking about. Oh, is that what happened? They edited people's things? Right, yeah. Okay, I got you. I guess.